Another day in the 49ers locker room. I talked to rookie receiver Jacob Cowing one-on-one, and then two nice interviews with George Kittle and Lenoir, who called Brock Purdy a $60 million quarterback.
It was a really interesting game on Sunday, I thought, for the receivers. Obviously not for a good reason because guys went down, but you and Ricky both had to slide into bigger roles than you expected. How difficult was that just on the fly?
I think in that moment, throughout training camp, even through OTAs and stuff like that, the first thing that they told us as rookies coming in is to always be ready when your opportunity, your number's called. So I think just leading up until when I first got here, up until that moment, I was just training myself to get ready when my number's called, and to not shy away, and to also just continue to go out there and to just play the game that I've been playing ever since 8 years old. So just not try to think too much about it, and just go out there and have some fun.
My favorite stat about you was coming out of the combine, you were the fastest in the first 5 yards of the 40 of any receiver this past year. You hit something like 17, 18 miles per hour, I think. That was right on display on that little tunnel screen, that first catch. Is that the type of play that you really like to run just to showcase that burst off the line?
For me, yes and no. For me, I like the deep threat kind of thing, but also screens too. I think it's a good thing to add to my game, so that teams came with a game plan for what I'm about to do, either deep wise or anything like that. So, screens, stuff like that. That's just something when I get the ball in my hands, I like to just try and make something out of it and try and get as many yards or even try and score a touchdown every time I get the ball in my hands.
So later in the game, the second catch, we saw the double move. Does a screen like that, you think, help you set you up for deeper plays just because you showcase that versatility? You could catch the ball short, but you can also go a little bit further downfield.
I think it was a good play call, honestly, for the defense that the Chiefs put out there on that down. And I think it was just great execution on all levels, from the O-line, from the quarterback, from running backs, and the other receivers in their own routes. I think it was just good execution across the board that came out with a good result, and a big catch. And I was very fortunate that my number was called.
How good was it to see Ricky in the huddle with you on Sunday?
It was a great feeling. All the adversity, like I said before in past interviews, just all the adversity that has been thrown at him. It's a lot for one human to deal with. Just to see him overcome all that, still push and still overcome everything and still get on that field, make catches, get open, create separation. It shows a lot about who he is as a person, and that's a great guy to have.
You're a few weeks into this now. With Kyle's offense is obviously an intricate thing. He asks a lot out of the receivers. You need to know every single one of the positions. How difficult has it been to get integrated into this system, and how do you think it's going in the larger scale of things?
Yeah, in the beginning, I would say definitely it was a struggle for sure. Learning everything, just kind of adapting to that offense. And over time, ever since I got here and up until now, it's definitely getting better week in and week out. So I'm just got to continue to stay in my playbook, continue to do the things I've been doing for the plays that stick to me, and eventually it'll come.
You know what? I have a lot of respect for Mike Zimmer as a defensive coordinator. He's won a lot of games. He's played in a lot of big games. He knows how to scheme up his opponents. I think we might have gotten it better than the last couple of times we've gotten with him, but he's won a lot of football games, and his defense has been really good for a reason. And they do have really talented players, and I think their defense is getting used to playing in that scheme because it's a different scheme that they've been playing in. But for every week that you're in, and then you get a bye week where you get a couple extra practices if you take advantage of those, which I'm assuming that they did. I don't know. They're just going to try to get more and more comfortable with that. And, also when you're playing the Detroit Lions, who's probably one of the hottest teams in the NFL, and you're down both your starting ends, starting corner, starting linebacker, you might get taken advantage of a little bit, and I don't know anything about their offense, but their defense has a lot of good players on it. I'm assuming they're going to have some guys that are going to be back, so they're going to be a good defense again. I know statistically, they're not great in the run game on either side of the ball. So as an offense and as a defense, we have to take advantage of that. But it's the Niners-Cowboys. This isn't going to be, no matter what the stats are, no matter what the standings are, whatever it is, it's got to be a really good football game. And we just have to go out there and execute, play our game, and then try our best to beat the Cowboys.
The 41-yarder on Sunday. Are you finding more? Are you and the team of the offense in general finding more deep ball opportunities this season?
Are we?
I'm asking you.
You could look that up though, couldn't you?
Yeah, but I'm just saying when you're running the routes,
I'm always open.
Yeah. Okay.
I think there's a lot of times where we try to, get those deep balls, and, Coach Shannon tries to scheme us up to, get those shot plays. And, we call a lot of them, and, sometimes they don't have the right look for us. This is outrageous, by the way. We try to scheme those up. They're not always there, and you see a lot of the times too. We run a lot of those wide post stuff. They go for 20 plus yards, and there's deep balls off of those. But it's take the ball that that Brock's gonna hit all the time, and I'll take 20 yards any day of the week than trying to throw a go ball sometimes. And so we scheme up all the time, and I was just pumped that we threw one to me and one to Jake, and hopefully we just continue to work on top of that.
George, it's a boom. I need all the advantage.
Well, I know
I
what a
can
boom
get.
is. It's just I didn't see you at first, and I was like, holy, Vern, hey man, what's up? Incredible. I'll get your pen for you.
It's
very distracting.
Thank you.
George, obviously you can go. It could be a very long answer, but
Or short.
You guys are defending NFC champions, and you're 3-4.
Yep.
Why do you think it hasn't clicked yet?
Why hasn't it clicked? I think my number one answer is we're +2 in the turnover category, but we've turned the ball over in all the games that we've lost a lot. I think that's really tough. We didn't score a point in the second half against the Arizona Cardinals, inexcusable. We're on our third kicker, which is kind of wild, but that's not a reason we're losing. I put most of the pressure on our offense. We're a very talented offense. We have a lot of players who've been in the system for a long time, and we have to make it click. And it's not a pressure thing, and we're not I don't feel like we're playing tight at all. It's just some execution stuff, guys learning. And the Chiefs game, we two of our starting wide receivers go down instantly. We rely on a bunch of young guys who haven't gotten any of the reps that of those game day reps. All last week we were preparing with Debo and Ayuk, and then they're just not there. So just the timing and stuff. And I think Ricky and Jake and Chris and Ronnie all had great practices this week, and hopefully we'll have another good one tomorrow. And so they can just get into stride, and Brock feels comfortable throwing in the football, and hopefully that does click. And, we need to stay on the field and to convert third downs. We just run red zone. So I think I'm confident that we're going to continue to get better because Coach Shannon's a really, really good coach, and he schemes up teams really well, in my opinion. And we just got to stay in the field so that we can actually get on some of those schemed up plays. First half of the Chiefs, we were 3 and out, 4 and out, 3 and out. We didn't get a first down. It felt like forever, and it's hard to get into the full scheme of your whole game plan when you can't stay on the field. It's hard to rush the ball when you can't stay on the field. So we have to make plays, convert on third down. Don't turn the ball over. That was a long answer. You got me. Shoot.
Kind of a follow-up to that answer. You spoke about, the practice was good for the younger guys. You got some comfortability there, I'm guessing, from this week. But you're out without Ayuk, you're without Jennings, possibly has Debo and the younger guys. How do you feel going into this one offensively, knowing that, you're kind of in the same situation, other than a little bit more time to prepare?
I'm stoked. Kidding me? I can't wait. The NFL's a land of opportunity. When you have an opportunity in front of you, if you take advantage of it, that's how you build an NFL career. And Ricky, Ronnie, Jake, Chris, they all have opportunity in front of them. And it's the circumstances are horrible. That's just what the NFL is. Guys get hurt. That's why Brock is in the position he's in. 2 guys got hurt in front of him. He got to step up, and then we got to see what Brock Purdy is. And I'm not saying that these guys are going to replace Brandon Ayuk by any means, because Brandon's an amazing player, and that's why we paid him the way we did. But they have an opportunity to go out there and make a name for themselves, and I think they really can, because I think they have the right work ethic, they got the right mindset, and I think they're just stacking days.
Forster was saying that Trent Williams, he thinks, good as he ever was, maybe even a little better than last year. Is that what you're seeing?
Ooh.
When you look at film and see what he's doing?
I think whatever Coach Forster said is a better opinion than I will ever have on an offensive lineman. So yes, I would.
But you've always gone out of your way to say that Trent's one of the best football players you've ever seen.
I think Trent on a bad day is still better than 31 other teams' left tackles. So I'm not saying that Trent has bad days, but Trent is still playing at a high level for us, which is awesome because we need that.
George, since you've been here, this front office has never shied away from adding pieces at the deadline.
They're not.
What's your confidence level in the group that you have here, and also just what you may have coming back, or do you feel like there is maybe another shot in the arm?
Well, that guy will be back soon, so I'm pretty confident in that. Very happy about that. Dude, Relax, man. Chill. From what I understand, I have no idea any of the details. But anytime he's in the backfield, the things that we do with our offense just changes up a lot. Kyle can be more creative with some of the things that we do because he can do things that no other running back can do. With that, I'm really excited about that. I think we have a lot of really talented players. We've won a lot of football games with, me and Debo. And then, hey, Jawan's he's finding his stride. I know he's been hurt a couple times, but Jawan's Jawan, and he's going to come back, really, really aggressive and be a very good player for us. And, you still got juice. You still got, like I said, Ricky and Jake, guys are stepping up. And, when you combine J.P. Mason with Christian McCaffrey, I think it's going to be really fun out there. So stay healthy, get those guys back. And really, I think our offense, once we find our rhythm, our defense is our defense played well enough for us to win on Sunday. Our offense didn't, and we can just keep doing that. And our defense can keep playing like that, and our offense can just score more points, get run on third down, we'll win more football games.
George, you scored 3 touchdowns against these guys last time, and you wore a certain undershirt. Are you superstitious? Will you wear that again and show it off?
You'll find out on Sunday Night Football.
Teammate, we're a Ducks.
Oh, yeah, Ducks. I actually got a video of that from Sam Womack. He sent me that, so that was funny, dude.
That was great.
Can't mess with the Ducks, though.
Yeah, can't.
What are you looking forward to the most in this Dallas matchup?
You said, what am I looking for?
Looking forward to the most in this Dallas matchup. Why are you looking over there?
Zach, she asked me, what am I looking for? She said, what am I looking for?
Forward to.
Oh, forward. Oh, my bad. I was going to say something else.
What are you looking forward to about this matchup with the Cowboys?
Just to come out with a dub, just to go in the bye week with a win, and then come back, start a new season. We get back to 0-0 and then win out.
How good would it be to go into the bye week on a high note?
Oh, that would be great because, we lost last week at home, so just to get our feet back up under us, and then take some time off, and then play against another team, with a 10-day break.
You had 3 wide receivers down last week. Were you about to go up to Kyle and ask him for a jet sweep?
Oh no, oh yeah, I was for real, but I didn't want him to get mad, so I ain't say nothing. Yeah, I was still kind of scared. Like I gotta go through y'all to ask that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
The Cowboys obviously have talented players, but they've had some pretty bad losses. What do you make of that team?
Man, I still believe it's a good team. Just like we are a good team, but we took some losses early, and I feel like this would be a game that they'll try to capitalize off of. So I feel like we just got to go out there and just play Niner ball.
Do you ever wish Jed York was as involved as Jerry Jones?
I don't really know. That's above my pay grade. That could.
Speaking of pay grades, you're playing against a $60 million a year quarterback.
For real?
Yeah, he's got his contract when the season opens.
That's a big contract for him. I like that. I love that for him. But I practice against a $60 million quarterback too.
He just hasn't been paid like that.
Yeah, he just ain't been paid yet. But he gonna break the bank. Shout out to Brock.
That's right. So what do you think about Dak? I mean, you faced him a couple times now, and just his ability, what he could do.
I feel like he's a great quarterback. For what he done in this league. For all the games he's won, games he's played in, he got a lot of experience. So it's going to be a very good matchup for us.
You guys have had success against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I mean, does that matter? Like, just the vibe or the feeling when you think, we're playing the Cowboys. So last time we beat them 42-10. Does that help?
I mean, it's kind of in the back of your head, but then it's like it's a new year, new team. They got new players, we got new players, so we just gotta go out there and just play our ball.
What challenges does CD Lamb have this year?
You said challenges? Mm-hmm. He's a great player. $30 million, $40 million receiver. Can't wait to see him.
So what do you think about
good friend. He's a good friend.
What do you think about Malik Mustafa's hits in the last game?
Oh my God, he's the hammer. and not the nail. That boy, I be hearing it be sounding like a train wreck out there. I ain't gonna lie, but it sound like I can't wait till like when Greenlaw get back. You know, just all 4 of us at the same time. Me, Fred, Greenlaw. You know, just
You've had some big
crazy out there.
You've had some big hits yourself. Kyle talked about Malik's tackling style as being a sprint tackler to where he doesn't shorten his stride at all.
Yeah.
And I know I've seen that technique from you as well. How hard is that to pick up when you're about to make big contact with somebody?
It's actually it's actually harder than it looks, because you would think you were just sprinting, you know, just full speed straight ahead, but it's like, nah, you got to get like an angle, you know, your track, you got to track the near hip, and then, you know, sprint, of course, and then make the play. But it's all a mindset thing too, because not a lot of people could just sprint and just go and hit somebody. So it's like, you know, I respect them for that.
Do you feel guys that you hit slow down in the second half?
Oh yeah, I feel, yeah, they slow down, they make noises, you know, all type of stuff. It'd be crazy. You can't look at me like that, man. You can't look at me.